Being all together on the homestead for a few weeks this summer was an absolute pleasure. We were able to relive old times, get a lot of chores and tasks done, and have a lot of fun together.
Our brother came up from California 2 times, and he stayed with us and got a lot of work done, and it was just a great time working with him.
The 3 of us siblings have a lot of homestead skills, but they don't all overlap very well. Working with him is a dream, and it was really fun to have him around.
Yeah, one of the big maintenance projects that we had, which turned into a big project, it really should not have been a big project, but we just needed to change the oil of the utility vehicle that we use pretty much every day at the homestead.
Changing the oil should not have been a problem, but it turned into a problem when we couldn't get the oil pan off of the ute. And so we had to figure out a way to get the old dirty oil out of there through the intake port. So the contraption that we ended up coming up with was a piece of flexible tubing that would fit down inside of the oil intake port, and a big gallon jug of oil that was empty out, and then we cut a hole into the sort of like middle side of that gallon jug and stuck that flexible tubing in, and then we stuck the shop vac onto the top of that jug and turned it on, and it sucked the air through that oil jug and then down to the oil reservoir in the ute.
So you use the suction from the shop vac to direct the oil flow through that small little tube and got it into that jug, getting it out of the ute, and that's how you got that oil out of there.
Alright, that should be good enough to get a measure.
It was a pretty messy job, but it was a lot of fun to do, and although I hope we never have to do it that way again, at least we know that this is one way to solve a problem on the fly.
It was a little bit hilarious seeing how you guys came up with a solution just using what you had on hand. Pretty impressed with you guys how you figured it out. Yeah, you guys got all that old oil out of there.
Yep.
And I don't even know how long it's been. Maybe it's never been changed.
That is some dirty oil. Oh my gosh. It is really good we're doing this, guys.
Yeah, right?
This thing was about to be like sludged up and...
The ute is our power horse on the homestead, and we definitely need it to be in good working condition.
While working on the equipment maintenance, he was also multitasking, helping our older sister Jackie cook dinner.
Charcoal? Just put like 8 to 10 pieces on, kind of in the middle.
So not only is our brother a whiz with the machines, but he's also a complete pyromaniac. Maybe that's an understatement.
Yes, Homestead statute of limitations. 8 years.
It is just a thing that as homesteaders we have to deal with disposing of our own waste. Our approach is a mix between burning what we can burn and then hauling the rest back to town to dispose of our garbage.
Spicy water. There was no whoop. I didn't put a grandpa approved level of gas in there, else it would have whooped.
Disappointing.
But maybe I put a grandma and grandpa compromise.
We use a contraption that by now I think we are the 3rd generation to be using this contraption, and we call it the burn barrel supercharger. Okay, so explain this burn barrel accelerator.
So it's, fire and air, fuel, and ignition. And we have plenty of fuel, and we obviously have plenty of ignition. But if we want more air, the only way to do it is by forcing it in, aka burn barrel supercharger.
So what is the burn barrel supercharger? I think there's a few different components to it, right?
It's made up of just 4 parts. An old vacuum cleaner motor that's housed inside of an old square kitty litter bucket. And then that's connected to a 3-inch wide PVC pipe that's about 6 feet long. And then that, in turn, is connected to a piece of aluminum exhaust tubing. And then that is connected to the burn barrel itself. And the whole thing, you turn the vacuum cleaner motor on, and the whole thing blows air right at the hot coals inside the burn barrel to increase the heat and make all of the wood and paper in there burn hotter and cleaner.
Thank you so much for coming along with us on this journey so far. And we have even more memories to share with you of our family time together at the homestead in the next video, so we'll see you then.